Well, hey there. Let's talk weightlifting. I'm sharing all March long about how you can exercise for fat loss and true wellness in your 40s and beyond, and even if you're 35. My name is Amanda, and I'm 44 now. I have burned more fat and gotten more well in the past year and a half than any other jump I've made in my life. And that's why I'm here sharing. So let's talk about it. I mentioned already step one, prioritize your rest. Step two, we talked yesterday, do less crazy cardio. And now step three is to lift more heavy weights. If you want to learn more about step one and step two, you can head on over to my website, amandabrinkmanbrockman.com, and check out my blog posts about step one and step two, why you need to prioritize your rest, especially now that you're over 35, and why would you want to know what kind of cardio you're doing and learn about your heart rate and understand why it's super important to do less really intense cardio so that you keep yourself safe inside and out and can actually burn fat and get well. So step three, if you're doing less crazy cardio, you have time to do more weightlifting. Do not tune out on me, ladies and guys. It is very important that you begin adding in heavy weight training, and that could be your body weight, to your life. Exercise, especially this weight training, is a magic pill for you at our age. If you were to do nothing but live your life, starting mid-30s and proceeding all the way into the rest of your days, your muscular system begins to deteriorate. So we gotta do something about that, because you know what comes from your muscular system? Not just your ability to move around and enjoy your life, but also your metabolism. A large part of your cellular metabolism and functioning comes from how much muscle mass you have. And if you're just living life and letting that deteriorate, your metabolism is going to slow down. And you are going to be at risk for more things that don't feel so good, like obesity and type 2 diabetes and even certain types of cancer. So, if that hasn't sold you, here's another really cool aspect of weightlifting. It makes you feel calm. When our bodies do high intensity cardio, they release cortisol, a stress hormone that makes us feel like we're in a fight or flight situation. The opposite happens when we do weightlifting because of the heart rate range we're in and the muscle groups involved. Our body releases the opposite of cortisol, a nice, calm, stress-reducing hormone. So you can feel pretty wonderful after a 30-minute weightlifting session. There's lots of research out there now that shows that mental health benefit especially is impactful for women and can reduce or be even a stress management tool for them in their life. I'm sure you've also heard that when you lift weights and use weight training, you reduce your risk of osteoporosis. Because of the way that our muscles pull on our bones can be strengthened and shored up by weightlifting. There's nothing that doesn't get better when you add weightlifting into your life. And I know what stood in my way was that I didn't know how to do it, and I was intimidated because I thought of weightlifting as something for guys or for really elite athletes, just not for me. Now, here's how I figured out how to do it. I had put my toes in the water with lots of classes at the gym, but we never lifted very heavy weights. There were one or two where we would get out like a bar and put some plates on the end, and I learned a little bit, and that was really helpful. But again, I just wasn't informed enough and following a smart enough routine to really see health benefits in my body. So at 43, I was pretty desperate to feel better. I was hurting inside and out, and I wanted to lose weight. I thought that might help. So I became a Faster Way to Fat Loss client. A year and a half later now, am a Faster Way to Fat Loss client still and a coach. And within the Faster Way to Fat Loss, I learned how to use weightlifting. We use weightlifting 3 days a week, and our routines that we follow to actually be getting stronger. So to be building up that muscular system and building up that metabolism and taking advantage of all those calming down, de-stressing hormones that come from weightlifting is all planned out for us by professional trainers who have years and years and years of experience as everything as diverse as aerobics instructors to bodybuilders to personal trainers. So they are bringing to us programs that are totally science-based and use the many different ways you can lift weights and routines you can follow to help us enjoy what we're doing, do what we're doing safely, and get results from what we're doing consistently over time. So month by month, our routines change up. We try new things, and it's fun, and it opens your mind to so many aspects of health that you didn't know could come from finding some heavy weights and lifting them. And you don't need to make a big investment. You can find weights at garage sales and Target and Dick's Sporting Goods if you use coupons. Can you go on your Facebook into the marketplace and find so many weights for sale? And so that you don't wind up as someone who's also selling the weights you invested in, I do encourage you to invest in some program like the Faster Way to Fat Loss that will show you how to get into a weightlifting routine that is safe and effective. You might find one at your gym if you're already a gym goer, and you can ask around the personal trainers, see what they've got going on. You want to be looking for a situation where you're going to feel your heart rate really go up when you're lifting the weights. You might start sweating by the half an hour session's end, and you will feel your respiration being high enough that it would be tricky to carry on a good conversation. You definitely wouldn't be able to sing or just talk as if you're normally talking. So that then you're in that zone where you're lifting weights so heavy that you're getting the work your body needs to have results that would include fat burning and true wellness from the amount of weight that you're lifting. There are free resources. I'm sure you've hit upon them, and I did too, on YouTube and other places on the internet. I used HasFit, Heart and Soul Fitness, with Claudia and Coach Kozak, and they're phenomenal. I love Pop Sugar. The exercise videos of Pop Sugar are robust and they're fun. The Beachbody program is something you pay for. That's out there. The reason I say dip your toes in the water at the gym and with those free programs or even that paid program of Beachbody is because, get started somewhere. But I have to speak to what is in my heart and I know to be true and effective is the Faster Way to Fat Loss. The Faster Way to Fat Loss is not just one thing. It is not just Beachbody, which is just exercises to choose from. The Faster Way to Fat Loss is the whole package where you learn to use intermittent fasting, you learn to use whole food nutrition, and then you learn to use a balance of safe, effective exercise that includes the piece of weightlifting, but also includes the right amount of cardio at the right heart ranges, the right amount of rest and recovery, the right amount of support and education, everything, the whole package. And that is why I choose to share from the perspective of a Faster Way to Fat Loss coach, simply because I know this program is so effective. I'll wrap up by telling you how it works and then what my next step would be for you to be using exercise to burn fat and get well in your 40s. The next steps for how the Faster Way to Fat Loss works is that you join in the learning portion of the program for 6 weeks. We call that a round, and that's where you learn intermittent fasting, whole food nutrition, and our smart components of exercise. That happens every 6 weeks with coaches. As a coach, my next round will be the very first of April. I think we're going to start April 6th on a Monday. You can join in that round or find out more about it. I'll put a link in the comments for you. You use that for 6 weeks, and then you can join me in my membership where we continue supporting you with fantastic weightlifting routines and exercise. And we just never stop because a healthy journey truly doesn't end. Now, the next step in getting to fat burning and wellness in your 40s with exercise, in my opinion, is to start looking at your nutrition. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounded crazy to say step one was rest too. But here's the deal. It's all these little things that sound crazy and aren't intuitive that are keeping you stuck where you are. If we knew what to do and could pull it off on our own, you wouldn't be watching this video. You would be burning fat and being well in your 40s, right? So tune in again. Come on over to my website and check out the comments, and you can start to see the big picture. You'll hear me talk about why would I say the next step in an exercise situation is nutrition. I will check in with you all again soon, and I hope you have a fantastic day, and check out the resources in the comments so you can start adding some heavy weightlifting into your balanced exercise routine, and you're going to start burning fat and getting really well in your 40s, or even if you're just 35 or in your 70s. You can do this.